Hello, everyone, and welcome to Jarbreakers. I'm Jillian.
And Andrea's not here again. And I'm Robin.
And welcome to this episode of Jarbreakers. We were just chatting about life.
Yeah, we were.
Before everyone
chimes
in. And what we've been up to, which is not a lot, because it turns out me and Robin are workaholics.
Oh my God. The housing market right now, hair in my mouth. The housing market right now is insane.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know why people are buying houses and selling houses like crazy people, but they are.
They are.
And
that means you gotta work more.
Yeah, and I don't have time to do anything because, and I'm not complaining, but I am.
Yeah.
But it's really great. But wow, I think we're having our busiest real estate year ever. And,
are you?
Oh yeah, it's been great. It's just also just weird.
Yeah.
Like what? Why?
How long have you worked today? What's your hour
today's
clock?
not a good example. Today's not a good example of Robin's work ethic because for some reason I did not want to work. So I laid on my couch until 10 a.m., which is not like me. I am a 5 a.m.er.
That's because you don't sleep.
Yeah. So usually I'm up at 5 a.m. doing stuff. But today I was on my couch till 10 a.m. And all of a sudden I was like, Robin, you need to get your ass in gear. So then I finally got in the shower and went in. So I also work at the Department of Corrections, as you know.
Right.
And so I went to my office at the Department of Corrections, and turns out I couldn't log in. And I was like, crap. Did I get canned? No, I did not. Our VPN wasn't working, so I couldn't log in. So I had to call our help desk and find out what was going on. So while they were fixing that for me, I was on my other computer doing all my real estate stuff and putting a house on the market and doing amendments and all that stuff. So I'm just doing two computers at once sort of situation.
Multi-dimensional faceted queen over here, representing the state of Wisconsin.
Yep. So then when I finally got that figured out, I finally got into the DOC, and of course there's 1,000 emails and people are like, Robin, we need you. And I'm like, yep, here we go. And then I went into crazy person work mode.
Yes.
And then I just went balls to the wall on that, and I worked my butt off forever on that. And till finally then when the workday ended and Andrea's like, do you want drinks? And I go, yes, I want drinks.
Yes, I do.
So that's what I went to go do, and then I had one more appointment at 6:30,
and now we're recording.
And now we're here. How about you? What was your work day like?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. Okay. So for people who don't know, I have an umbrella term called IBS, right? Mm-hmm. And Robin knows this very well because
oh my God.
There was one time we road tripped to nationals for USOA together, and I don't remember, we had Arby's.
Arby's, that's right. We were so excited too about it.
Was it in Nebraska?
No, we were in Utah, weren't we?
Yes, and I literally felt my stomach churning, and I looked at her dead in the face, and I was like, you have 20 minutes before I quite literally poop all over your car.
Yeah.
So today, Jillian had a very attractive incident. I went to breakfast this morning at my favorite Madison staple, Parkway Family Restaurant, and I ate pretty light, so I thought my stomach could handle it. I was totally wrong. By the time I had paid, got to my car, I'm pulling out, I hear the dreaded blah, 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 blah in my stomach. And for anyone who knows where Parkway Family Restaurant is, it's literally 2 miles away from my house. So by the time, and I have to go past my house to get to work. So I'm driving down Park Street, and I know I'm not going to make it home. I'm not going to make it home. I'm not going to make it to my place of work before I'm going to poop everywhere. Explosive diarrhea. So, luckily, there's a bunch of businesses that are open at, before 9 a.m., namely a Dunkin' Donuts. So I pull into the Dunkin' Donuts and I'm not even in a parking spot. Like I am like diagonal when I should be, vertical, whatever it is. I get in there. I'm running to the bathroom, and I've never been inside of this Dunkin' Donuts before, but you have to run right past like the counter. So they clearly see me, and I'm not running like a normal person because if I unclench my butt cheeks, poop is going to come out of my body. So I find the bathroom. It's a single stall, like not even a stall. It's just a single bathroom. Like I lock the door, and I've been struggling with IBS since college. So I know that I've locked the door because I've been in this situation millions of times, right? As I'm wiping my butt, the manager, I hear a click, and I didn't know it was the manager at the time, but I hear a click, and this woman comes in the bathroom and exclaims that I have to order a coffee. Otherwise, I can't use the bathroom. I mean, I've already used the bathroom, so it's fine. But just imagine,
when you told me this story, I was livid. I was like, I'm sorry. What?
She saw my butt. And then the most embarrassing thing about this whole thing is I had to go to the counter and order a coffee from the same woman who saw me wiping my ass.
Like, the thing is,
No, the thing is, Robin, I couldn't even enjoy that iced shaken espresso drink that I got because I knew it would upset my stomach. So it literally sat on my desk until I left work at about 8:00 p.m. tonight, and I had to throw it away. And then the most funniest thing happened, and I didn't tell you about this either, but I had a member of the club stop by and get me another iced coffee, and I couldn't drink it. Because I knew it would upset my stomach.
oh my God.
So I got 2 iced coffees a day that I couldn't drink, and one of them sat at my desk, and the other one I gave away to somebody else because I was like, this is so kind of this person, but I can't drink it.
The fact that she walked in on you, though, like she unlocked the door while you were
I heard the click.
Like, I would be reporting her to, like I said, I could, like, call Channel 3000 and be like, hi, so I went to go use the bathroom, and they just walked in on me.
I have an invisible illness, okay?
Like, I would be, they're, like, throwing the biggest fit on earth.
And then the worst part about it is, like, I knew they were talking about me when I went up to the counter. And, like, yeah, it's embarrassing, but, like, I've been dealing with this for, forever, so I deal with it. But, like, everyone poops. Not like me, but it's, like, just, like, get over it. Like, I know you're, like, 22. Like, you're like, oh, my God, that girl was pooping in the bathroom. Like, better than my car. And I still bought a coffee. I didn't drink it, but I still bought it.
What? You could have pooped all over the damn place. You could have.
I did not.
But you did not. You were respectful and did it in the toilet. Like a real queen.
Like a real queen. Real queens poop in toilets.
That's right.
And some of them suffer from invisible illnesses.
It's an invisible illness.
Though my invisible illness is, it's not really invisible. I'm so bloated. Like, it looks like, and I don't mean to sound insensitive, so if this might be a trigger moment, but it looks like I'm like 3 months pregnant right now. Like which going into prep for the Miss American Sisterhood pageant, I'm not feeling good about myself because I am so bloated and I just feel like poop right now, for better sense of the word. But I hope
you're beautiful no matter what.
Well, thank you. And I've been getting more email updates and everything from the pageant because, yes, while me and Robin are working a lot and everything, I'm still prepping for this pageant, which is something that we've wanted to do for our podcast. And yeah, truth be told, not feeling great about my self-image right now.
Yeah.
But I think that'll pass. I think it'll be better. I hopefully will stop bloating and maybe I'll just eat clean for like 2 weeks and see what happens.
Yeah, okay.
We'll see if it helps. It doesn't tend to help, but we'll see.
No. Sure. No. Okay. Yeah, get right on that. Well, so since we're on the poop talk, I wanted to make you feel a little bit better about yourself because I actually had a diarrhea story. And I feel like our listeners, because actually I was just at an event and I was told that people are really enjoying our podcast.
Yay!
I really enjoyed that, hearing that. So I feel like they deserve to hear more about our poop.
Mm-hmm.
So I have myself a poop story,
Oh my
and
God.
I feel like this is a door for everyone that is in pageantry. It's okay to talk about your poop.
I mean, don't do it in front of a judge, maybe. I mean, I do sometimes
I was
because
gonna
I
say, I'm
have
like,
IBS.
but I
May
have
have
never
Crohn's
told
disease.
this
Like,
story. So funny, it actually is funny. I've never told this story to a judge, but I do know a judge knows this story because they listen to my podcast, My Home is Where the Murder Is podcast, and he heard me talk about it. So actually, a judge of mine has heard this.
oh my God. Okay,
But
so.
I went Black Friday shopping last year
Mm-hmm.
for my dad. He wanted me to pick up something for him. And I got up at the butt crack of dawn, pun intended, and sat outside of Blaine's Farm and Fleet in Verona, waiting for the doors to open.
Mm-hmm.
And so as I was sitting there, I started feeling that growl that you were talking about. Like, you're like, okay, something's about to happen.
Yep.
And I was like pep talking myself, like, no, like, calm down. You're going to be okay.
And then you get the sweats.
And it was
Yeah.
bad. Yep. And so I'm like, finally I see the doors open and I go inside and I literally make it into the entryway of the store, into like the little, like, I don't know, little area between the two doors.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it's called, but I
A
realized vestibule, yes. And I was like, oh my God, I'm not going to make it. I'm like, I have seconds to get to a toilet. So I say, sorry, Dad, you're not getting your motorbike right now. And I run to the Blaine's Farm and Fleet toilet. And so while everybody else is running to go get their deals, I run to the toilet.
You're running this way.
And and I get in there, and it was an explosion of magnitude. I mean, something that I didn't even think I could do.
Yeah.
And so I'm in there for quite a while, and I think I get it all out. Okay, whatever, wash my hands, get out of there. And I'm in there so long that by the time I get out there, the thing I came in there for is gone. And I'm like, so I was like, okay, well.
I came to poop, and that was about it.
So, and I was like, well, great. So then I was like, well, all right, well, I can't tell my dad that the reason I missed out on that, 'cause he knew I was there. I can't tell him that the reason I missed out on it is because I got diarrhea. He will never let me live that down.
No.
So I start calling around to see if any of the other locations in Madison area have them. And there's one in Madison that does, on the west side. And I was like, okay, I'm going to drive over there. I'm going to go get it. So I get back in the car and I start driving that way, and guess what? It starts to happen again. And I can, oh my God, yes. I'm like, how is there anything left to me? So I'm in Verona still, and I'm like, Molly lives in Mount Horeb.
Yeah.
So it's the next town over. I'm like, I'll just go back to Molly's. I'm like, I'm going to go to Molly's. I'm just going to forget it. Dad's not getting his motorbike today. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So I turn around and I start heading back towards Mount Horeb, and I realize I'm not going to make it. So I pull over at Quick Trip, and it has the single bathroom like you were talking about, where you can lock the door and everything.
Yeah.
I run in, go in, and I do it, and I just, again, unleash something that I just can't even believe came out of me. And I'm telling you,
unholy.
It was gassing me out. I thought I was gonna pass out from the smell. It was terrible.
Oh my God.
It was so bad. So again, I finish everything, I wash my hands or whatever, and I go and I open the door, and there is a woman standing there waiting to use the bathroom. And I'm just like...
She heard it. She heard everything.
She heard it, and it smells so bad. And I just look at her and I go, Happy Thanksgiving. I just walk away. I just walk away.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Just the most shameful moment of my life.
Okay, you want to hear one more poop story? This is the worst one I have.
I don't know if our listeners do, but yes, I do.
Okay. So before I was the director of sales and the sales and events manager at the Madison Club, I've always been in the service industry. So there's this really fancy restaurant in Madison called L'Etoile, and I was the GM there. And me and my best friend at the time This was before I got back into pageantry. She was the GM of Gray's in Madison, and they share a building and they're owned by the same people. So we would always do manager lunches. Like once a month, we would go to an offsite place, have lunch, and then come back. So we went to Red Sushi, which is on East Wash in Madison, and we walked there and back. And usually sushi's okay with my stomach. It was not that day. So we're walking back, and L'Etoile and Gray's again share a building, and it's on the square right across the street from the Capitol building. And there's a Walgreens right there, and
Okay.
one of Katie, she had to go in to get something, so I'm waiting for her outside of the Walgreens. And I'm wearing a skirt. It's a suede brown skirt. I remember it perfectly because I bought it for my 30th birthday and I loved it. And I wore it with socks and cute loafers at the time.
Oh.
And I remember standing there and walking up to the Walgreens. I could feel my stomach doing that gurgly thing, whatever.
Yeah.
And Katie was just wait here. I'll be back in 5 seconds. And I'm thinking, okay. And thinking in the back of my head, I'm I'm going to have to poop my pants soon. I can feel it. It start that feeling, that sweat is starting to happen.
Uh-huh.
But I was I can contain it, right?
Yeah.
I could not contain it. I'm wearing a skirt. I poop all over the sidewalk. Diarrhea, down my legs. I'm crying. All over the sidewalk and I can't stop, and I cannot stop. It's in my shoes, it's in my socks,
God.
everywhere. I can't believe I'm saying this. Everywhere. So then Katie comes out and she's shocked, I'm sobbing,
Yeah.
I can't stop it. So she wraps her coat. It's kind of winter, late fall. She wraps her coat around my waist and then just takes me to our restaurants. Mind you, our restaurants aren't open at that point. So I go into the bathroom, I clean myself up, and then I had to take an Uber home, and I showered when I got home and everything. But there's still to this day probably I don't know, 30 people who saw me just shit my skirt outside the Walgreens on the Capitol Square in Madison.
Yes. See, this is why everyone should hang out with you, because you never know when you're just going to start shitting.
People say I spew shit. They don't mean the things coming out of my mouth.
No.
They mean my butthole.
Literally. Spew shit.
Yeah, I've been in some very compromising positions because of my bowel movements, and it's not fun. I'm glad I can laugh about it now. But yeah, there's I pooped outside of the Capitol building in Madison, Wisconsin, not of my own choice, in a skirt.
That's great.
In a skirt.
That's great.
Wearing a thong, because of course I was. So
Yeah.
just everywhere.
That's
Yeah.
really great.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So yeah,
Invisible illness, everyone. It's no joke.
it's no shit. It's no joke.
See, this is the one invisible illness you can laugh about.
I mean, I've had to. I've really had to start laughing about it because, today, what? Why are you walking in on me in the bathroom? Farm and Fleet? Come on. Did your dad get his gift?
He ended up, so his girlfriend ended up buying it online. They didn't even need me.
Oh, God.
They didn't even need me to
You
go.
didn't even need that pain and suffering.
No, it was all for nothing. That mortification, that story happened for no reason at all.
Happy Thanksgiving! I'm going to say that to you out of nowhere in our group chat for years to come.
Right? Just Happy Thanksgiving.
And you're going to know exactly what I mean.
I know.
I'm going to be pooping on the toilet.
Thanksgiving's just right around the corner again, so guess who's paranoid?
Oh, yeah.
I know what caused it, too. It's because I ate like a crazy person, because I was, yeah, no, this was after I had already won Miss Wisconsin, too. So I was a beauty queen by that point, too. Miss Wisconsin did this.
Beauty queens be pooping, y'all.
That's right, because I remember the reason that I'm why did my body react the way that? It's because I had been dieting all year long,
and you're probably not eating rich
to
foods.
to get down to the weight I wanted to for the pageant.
And then you
then
went
I ate.
crazy because it's literally right before
Yep,
Thanksgiving,
and then
the
I ate
Wisconsin
Thanksgiving.
pageant.
I ate like a crazy person, and so then my body was like, "What the hell did you just do?"
What did you do?
And then it was like, "Get out of me!"
Yeah,
And yeah, no,
that's
it.
real.
So
PSA,
I
ladies.
forgot that I was Miss Wisconsin at the time. So
Oh, that's
I should have been
funny.
like, when I opened the door, I should have been like, "Hi, I'm Miss Wisconsin. Happy Thanksgiving," and
Hello.
enjoy
I'm
that.
a beauty queen.
Yeah, I
It
should
doesn't
have
smell like it right now,
put my
but
crown on while I run in there real quick.
yeah. Yeah.
That's great.
That's hilarious.
Well, we really I
That
hope
was
everybody
some
enjoyed.
opener. That was some
I really
opener.
hope everybody enjoyed that first 20 minutes of us talking about poop.
You know what? We're real though. Like, I mean, come on. Like,
I
if
think
you
this
get
is going
to
to be the
know
best
me,
episode yet.
if you get to know me at any point in my life, whether it's even spending like more than, I don't know, 8 hours with me, you'll slowly realize that I have a bowel problem.
Oh, I know, you left me on a mountain.
Have we
I'll never
ever talked
forget it.
about that here?
No, we haven't. But you know what? The world should know what you did to me on our way to nationals. Not only did we have to pull over because you were about to shit in my car, we
Yeah.
went to go take pictures on top of a mountain in Utah because this was right after the first time that I had to stop, which it should have been out of your system, you would normally think.
Nope.
We climbed to the top of a mountain in high heels so that we can take a really cool picture together.
And we did. Those
And we did.
pictures are amazing.
We did. We did. We took
We did.
afterwards. But yes, so we climb all the way up there in high heels and on the top of this mountain, and we get all the way up there. And I kid you, we're not up there for more than 10 freaking seconds. And Jillian goes, "I'm gonna shit right here on this mountain." I'm like, "For fun?" And she goes, "No, I need to
No.
shit."
This is
And I
not
was like,
fun.
"You can't shit on this mountain. There's other people about to climb up here." And she goes, "I need to go." And I'm like, "You can't go here."
The saving grace was there was a porta potty like right at the
I
end of
literally
the
said to her,
trail.
I'm like, "Walk down there and go." So I have video. I should share this on our Instagram. I have video.
You
of
can.
her,
That's hilarious. Please
of
do
her
it.
running down the mountain to the bathroom. She just left me. And I kid you not, when I say this, she wasted no time. There was no thought. She just set down her shit and she just ran away down the mountain after it took us forever to climb up that mountain.
It was pretty steep.
Yep, and then
And it was hot.
she gets down to the flat part and she is gone.
I'm bolting.
It was so fun. And then these people from California come up to the mountain. They're like, "Where'd your friend go?" I'm like, "To poop." They're like, "Well, what are you guys doing?" I'm like, "We're on our way to a pageant."
A national pageant.
I'm like, "That's Miss Midwest there." So
Stupid.
they're like, "Okay, all right." I'm like, "Yep." And they're like, "Well, we're gonna tell everybody we met some beauty queens at the top of the hill." I'm like, "Yep." One of them had to poop.
Can you please make a reel out of that video and
I
then
100%
post it?
will.
Okay, good.
It's freaking hilarious.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I'm running. I'm running.
it was I will never get over it. I couldn't. I literally took a picture or a video of the view, how we walked up there in heels, and then there's you just running away. And I'm like, and she left me up here to poop.
Yep. It's not my proudest moment, but if you make it a reel, I will share it forever. So
it was hilarious.
I mean, I think it just makes us so relatable, and everyone needs to know that I have poop issues.
Yeah, I think it's, you know what, and I think maybe that should be your platform. Hi, my name is Jillian, and I'm here to talk about my poop.
No, we know what my platform is.
Blahs?
Blahs!
Blahs.
I don't know if I want to share what Blahs is because
You have to share what Blahs is. Because
no, some might find it like insensitive.
Fine.
Okay, well, if you want to DM us and ask what Blahs is, if we get 5 people to DM us and ask us what Blahs is, I will personally send you a Starbucks gift card for Coffee on Me whenever.
Yeah.
How about that? Yeah. I will also announce it on our Instagram. So
hey, that's a good idea.
Yeah, get more followers. Blahs. I'll tell you what Blahs is, but then it's Blahs. But the thing is you have to keep a secret what Blahs is, and if I find out, then I can't drink Starbucks. But then you owe me a gift. How about that?
Yeah,
we're gonna call it the Blahs giveaway.
Big secret.
Yeah, and you have to listen to this podcast in order to understand what Blaz is. I will reveal the secret in a private DM only if you DM the Jarbreakers account and ask what Blaz is. If you do, the first 5 people who do, Starbucks is on me because I poop because of Starbucks sometimes.
So now Starbucks and poop go hand in hand. They're gonna love us.
No, I'm giving them money to Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, you totally should.
That's it. It's Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts. Actually, I'm just going to Venmo you. I don't care where you spend it, but please spend it at Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks.
Cece,
Yeah.
stop. Cece, stop. She's biting me.
No, Cece, don't bite.
She's biting me.
For those of you who don't know, Robin has a beautiful orange. Oh,
You saw that,
orange
right?
long-haired tabby cat, and her name is Cece, aka Miss America.
Miss
And
America.
she is the most cuddly, beautiful orange cat ever, and she snuggles with
Very
people.
angry right now.
But if she doesn't get attention, she will fucking bite you. And she loves Robin a little too much.
She's really pissed right now though because like it's our cuddle time.
Oh, and you're not cuddling. See?
And I'm not like, so she was like laying here and I was like petting her and then every time I stopped, she was
Yeah.
like, and so.
You know what
and then I
time it is?
stopped.
It's true crime and Cece time.
Yeah, so you should see the look she shot me just now.
Oh.
See, this is my life. See, I don't have a man, so I have a cat. But but you know what? Speaking of which, did you know that I'm gonna go the entire year without a boyfriend? Which means, yeah, because you know how many people said that I would end up with a boyfriend if I got put a crown on my head?
I mean, I do have to say, you get some of the most crazy random DMs from men that I've ever seen in my life.
And I managed to keep them all away.
But it's not that you're not warranted. Obviously, you're a beauty queen.
No.
You are gorgeous. You are funny. You are on multiple really great podcasts. You do so much for your community. Of course, you're getting men. But what I don't understand is how crazy the men are that you somehow attract. I cannot tell you, Robin. I don't attract that crazy men. I don't even get DMs as much as you do. But for some reason, these crazy men flock to you, and it boggles my mind.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You should put that on your next, if you ever do another pageant, you should put that on your resume. I attract crazy men.
Well, I'm going to I guess it's not going to be the Triple Crown next year, but it's going to be called something else. But that pageant in the Dells, that fun one that
we went to.
Yeah. I'm going to do that one. And maybe that's what I'll do is I'll be like, a secret talent of mine, I am really good at attracting weirdos.
I think you should do that. Speaking of pageant paperwork, I have to fill out mine. What are we going to put in mine?
Yeah, so
I am prepping for a pageant right now.
What kind of questions are we talking about here?
I mean, very straightforward. It is, your name. It's the most straightforward. That's kind of what I'm having issues with.
Okay, well, your name is Jillian, so I will start with that.
Is it? Or is it the poop queen? We're not sure.
Ooh.
I'm actually going to... Can you still see me right now?
No.
Oh, well, that sucks. I'm actually going to read you out loud what I have to put on my paperwork.
Okay.
I got my contestant schedule today, which is awesome. Let me see.
And this is is it called the Sisterhood?
It's Miss American Sisterhood Pageant. That is what
American Sisterhood Pageant, and it's in it's in Fond du Lac.
It's in Fond du Lac. Yes. I got my walking pattern too, which is amazing. Where is my paperwork? Here we go.
Oh my God. Do you want to know something funny?
Yes.
I thought for this entire time, I thought it was in the Wisconsin Dells.
I know you did. I know you thought it was the Wisconsin Dells because I was like, you were thinking about staying at your house in Wisconsin Dells. And I'm like, no, you can't stay there.
Yeah, I definitely scheduled that. I've definitely booked a hotel in the Dells.
That's hilarious because it's, I'm telling everyone right now, it's at the Radisson Hotel and Convention Center in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin.
That is not where I booked it.
You need to.
I need to
okay.
fix that because I even
Yes.
told Andrea, I said, I'm like, so we'll just stay at my house Friday night and then we'll stay at the
No, because
hotel.
I was planning on staying at your house too, and then I was like, wait, she has a house in Fond du Lac?
No, I don't.
Um,
Oh my God. So I need to get a hotel Friday and Saturday
okay, so this is what the paperwork
in
says
Fond du Lac.
in Fond du Lac. And I mean, I have a room. There's a room block. It's $99 a night. So if you want to, I pay 99, you pay 99, whatever for two, whatever. We'll
There's
figure
a
it
room
out.
block too?
I think so. I think it's $99 a night. So if anyone's thinking of going, get those now. But anyway, here's the paperwork. Ready? Name, division. I'm a Ms. City and state, school or occupation. 3 favorite things.
Me. Pooping.
Yeah. Okay. Let's
And
focus
wine.
on. I can't say wine, or can I? Should I? I'm a sommelier. I should probably say that.
I think
Or what do
so.
you?
I mean,
Okay. So what do you think about that? Can I say that studying wine is one of my 3? I mean, it literally is. I went to school to study
Well-
wine, and I'm a certified sommelier.
I mean, I don't know about most pageants. I don't know if that's something you would normally say, but for this one, I think you should. Because
Okay.
isn't the point of doing this is for us to see how
Yes, I'm not. You're right. I am not.
you're supposed to just be yourself,
I'm
right?
being 100%, and that's, yes, I'm being 100% myself. These are our parameters that we put up for our podcast. I'm being 100% myself. I'm not catering myself, or, you know what I mean, doing
Right.
it for that pageant system.
Because when we run, I don't want to say we necessarily change ourselves, but we alter ourselves to try to fit towards that organization.
And this is something true that happened to me. The first time I was at nationals for a specific pageant, I could not say that I was a sommelier because they were conservative in that way, and that's fine. So I said I was a fine dining consultant, which I was definitely not. I mean, I work in fine dining, yes, but so I'm going to say that.
Okay.
So I am going to say that. Okay, next. So 3 favorite things, right?
Okay, so that one is that wine.
So
sommelier.
again,
What else?
name, division, city and state that I live in, school or occupation, which I'm going to put sommelier on. 3 favorite things. Wine's going to have to go in there because not only is it part of my occupation, but it's what I love. Hobbies.
Do you
What
have
are my-
hobbies?
I mean, I worked an 11-hour day.
I was gonna say you don't have hobbies.
Wedding planning for my own, not for a wedding
Not-
that's not mine. That's a hobby.
I mean, our podcast is a hobby.
Definitely a hobby. That's a great way that I can put that in there. I mean, it's called the All American Sisterhood pageant, right? Like, our podcast is about sisterhood. We're building our own sisterhood by doing this. Like, that's got to go on there for sure.
Sure.
And then watching true crime documentaries. That's literally the only thing I do.
Right. Okay.
Figured that out. Okay, perfect. Next. Favorite charity. My favorite charity is the United Way. I volunteer with them all the time through my food drives. So there we go. And I'll also put my own charity that I founded.
The United Way is what's so great about the United Way too is there's so many different ways to volunteer. You know?
Boom. Okay. Next. Special interests / community involvement. Special interests. That's hard. I work a lot.
Community involvement, I mean, you've done so much in the community. I mean, look at you've helped with, the baby shower that we do at Autumn's.
Well, I mean, I have, I used to, I have to refund it, but I used to have a scholarship at MATC. I'll put that in there. The next thing I'll put in there, obviously, is my work with the United Way. I'm on the United Way Women's Board, so I can put all of that in there too. Special hobbies, though. What am I? No, what does it say? Wait, what did it say? It says special interests. Special interests. Special interests? I feel like that's the same as hobbies. Right?
Yeah,
I mean, oh, here we go. I know. I've never put this on paperwork and I've always wanted to. I love astrology and I'm a Leo. Like, I am the most Leoist Leo in the world.
Okay. And I'm the most Taurus there ever was.
You are, but did you know what?
What?
Like a Leo and a Taurus,
Are we
they're
supposed
made to. We're supposed to be besties, by the way.
Yay!
Love that. So I'm going to put that in there.
Okay.
And my community involvement. Okay. What are your goals for the next year?
To win that pageant.
One, win that pageant. Everyone's going to put that on there, so I might as well. That's like a
Yep.
thing people look for. But also to grow our sisterhood in our podcast in the Midwest specifically, and then make that nation and internationally.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's a very good response.
I like that. Okay, next question. Give 3 words that describe you. What are 3 words that describe me, Robin?
Okay. I'm gonna go with loyal.
Unhinged. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I'm gonna go with loyal because you are the first person to always be there when somebody needs you, no matter whether you're close with them or not.
Oh, Robin. I feel that way about you.
Oh, well, thank you, but it's true. I mean,
oh my God, we didn't tell everyone that I got a flat tire and you had to drive me home.
Okay, let me give you your words and then we can tell everybody what happened.
Okay,
because that was such a good story.
That was. Okay.
So I think you're loyal, you're hardworking.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. And
you know what? I'll chat GBT like another word for hardworking.
Yeah.
Because it can't be workaholic. But like, even if something is small, like I'm like, let's put every single inch of effort I have left into this thing.
Yeah, I love that. And then I think the third word has to be something about your personality being like lighthearted and goofy and something like that.
And bubbly and like,
bubbly and,
I mean, like, I tried to be a comedian once and it didn't work out.
Yeah.
So now I have a podcast,
I think give it another shot.
I mean, you're a comedian.
I try.
Yeah.
I don't want to be, but people won't leave me the hell alone.
But funny things keep happening to my life and I have to tell it. I have to talk about it. I have to.
I don't want to be, but people keep, all of a sudden there's like, I get a memo that says, hey, I got you scheduled to appear on this day. And it's like, for what? And they're like, for a comedy show. And I'm like, okay.
I guess I'm doing it. Okay. Okay. I love that. Okay. Next. Additional interesting information.
I have IBS.
30 strangers saw me take a shit in a skirt outside of a Walgreens.
Listen to podcast episode 7 on
Jawbreakers. You'll find out everything you need to know about me and my bowel movements. No, we can't say that. We can't say that. But yeah, okay. Other interesting information.
God, what else is interesting?
What else is interesting about me?
Oh, what about traveling? You travel a lot.
I love traveling.
Yeah.
I love traveling. I've been to like 8 different countries.
Yeah, why don't you say that? That's interesting.
That's and then I can like even like list some of the countries or my favorite ones that I've been to.
And that way in your interview maybe they'll ask about the things you've done because I love hearing about your travel stories.
Yeah. I do travel a lot. And you know what I'm going to put in there too that me and you, I'm not going to say, okay, this is a huge question for you. As a judge, because you've been a judge before, do you mind hearing about women who've done other pageant systems?
No, I love it.
Because I would say that we road tripped.
Yeah.
To Vegas.
I'll tell you what, fun. I love it because it tells me that the girl has experience in the pageant world, which I'm not going to say is necessarily a good thing per se, but it's their sense of confidence and that they know what they're doing. And when you're judging and you're knowing you're going to be giving someone a crown, and that they're going to spend the year representing an organization, I like the idea of knowing that they know what they're doing.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to put that. Let me and you travel to a national competition and we road tripped. And we did it in less than 2 days. I think that's, it shows that I have endurance.
Yeah. We had a great time.
We did have a good time.
That was like one of the highlights of my life. Yeah.
Yeah, it really was.
Fun. Yeah. I want to do it again.
And then I also want to put, I did put this one time down on paperwork and everyone thought it was really funny. And Robin knows this about me, but you, Robin, but I'm obsessed with Britney Spears.
Yes.
Yes.
Aren't we going to adopt her?
Yes. She needs some help.
She needs some moms.
She needs some moms.
So
we'll be her mommies.
We have this genius idea that we're going to adopt her and we're going to turn her life around.
We're going to turn her life around. No more dancing with knives.
We're dancing with knives.
We're gonna
Jillian and Robin as her mom, so she's gonna be just fine.
She's gonna be just fine. So I'm gonna put that. I did that once for my first national pageant, and every judge commented on it. And they all commented on it in a very positive way.
Yeah.
Because I think I wrote something like, they said, like, what are your hobbies? I was like, dancing to Britney Spears in my kitchen while making dinner. And everyone's like, oh, you love Britney Spears. And like, again, this was like, not this past nationals we went to, the nationals I went to before that.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, and then it opened up like, oh, what do you feel about mental health? Like all this other stuff. So it opened up a bunch of fun questions. And I was like, I think I'm gonna
I like that. It opens up about mental health. Why? Do you think she's crazy? Yes.
So I think I'm gonna adopt her.
As a matter of fact, my friend and I are going to adopt her. We're working on the paperwork right now. We just have to get in touch with her.
We just have to get in touch with her and her lawyers somehow. We don't know.
Big deal.
No big deal. But it also opened up a bunch of questions because one of the stories I told is that, I've been a restaurant general manager. I'm not right now, but that's typically what I've done. And I used like my fun Britney Spears mixes when we were all setting up the restaurant early on brunches. Yeah. And I used that to like kind of break the ice with like younger generations who I would have to manage sometimes at like, 7:30 in the morning. And these kids, are in college and they don't want to be here. They're hungover from like, working the night before. So I'd blast Britney Spears and we would all just have this like wonderful time and no one was stressed out. And, and that kind of opened more to more questions like, oh, so as, a woman in her 30s, like, how do you use someone asked, so it started from that Britney Spears conversation. And then it came into like more serious questions, which ended up being like the most serious question I ever got asked in a pageant interview when I put this on my paperwork was, so as a woman in your mid to late 30s, like how, you have all these, it seems like motherly instincts for the employees that you manage. Like, how do you manage that? Do you plan on having kids? Like, that's how far that one thing about Britney Spears went to in an interview in a matter of 5 minutes. So I think if you put something in your paperwork that can lead to those questions, I think that's really positive, even though it might seem funny, like my Britney Spears thing.
Yeah, that's how my USOA interviews went with my podcast. On my USOA paperwork, I had put down that I was the co-host of USOA. No, no, Home is Where the Murder Is, my podcast, and because of that, so many judges were like, "Oh, well, how'd you come up with that?" And I was like, "Well, if you really want to know, I'll tell you." Which I'm like, I had to like clarify. I'm like, "Are you sure you want to know?" And they're like, "Yes." And then I'm like, "I was drinking wine in the shower." So like I'd say it like that. They would laugh. And they were like, "Are you?" And I was like, "Well, you asked." And so it was like, we had that like fun like little thing, and it was like that's how each one of those started, except for Hava's mom. Hava's mom put me on the spot right away, and she,
no,
she almost made me cry because I was so scared of her, which I love it. Now it's funny because now we're all friends and stuff. So it's I'm like, I love telling her that. I love telling her, being like, "Hey, by the way, you scared the crap out of me," but because I didn't even know who she was at the time. But but it was funny because then after that, it was just like two people talking.
But I mean, that's such a great point when we're talking about prepping for pageants is all it takes. And there's a really famous coach. Her name is Jamie Hatfield. She's competed at Mrs. World. She's competed at Mrs. America. She was Mrs. Utah American. Then she was Mrs. Mexico. 2 years ago, maybe now. But she calls them your little sugars. And I always I've done coaching with Jamie a little bit. I've done like 1 or 2 sessions with her when I was prepping for nationals this past year. And she calls them your little sugars. And it's just a little shug to get them to ask you more questions. Yep. And it's those little interesting things, even though you might think it's inconsequential and it doesn't matter to your story, it does matter to your story. Like
it does.
The fact that I Love Britney Spears can open so many other questions. It might not for a lot of judges, but you have to find those little things that are interesting you might not think they're interesting about you, but other people will find them interesting about you, so they can ask you more and more questions, even though it's just one little tidbit.
Yeah.
Like you having, your murder podcast has opened so many other questions. Yeah, it's still on that same subject, but how many questions are you getting from that one little sugar? Okay, I'm prepping for a pageant and we have a budget.
Oh yeah, what's the budget at?
So we decided that I'm not going over $500.
Mm-hmm.
So most of our listeners know this, but we have a group chat called Jarbreakers, and I imploded the group chat last night.
You 100% did.
I am so sorry. But a little background story. So $500, right? It was $175 to join. I have to do $175 for makeup because I do not go on stage without professional hair and makeup.
Oh yeah.
No. So I have $150 left over. So this is how it's going to break down. I need a new gown because, and this is a little hard for me, not hard for me to admit, but very vulnerable right now. I have not really been, I did 2 back-to-back national pageants, and I was in some of the best shape of my life, and I signed up for this pageant not long ago, and I am not in the best shape of my life, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. I just don't have a gown that I think represents me in the best way that I can actually fit into right now. Which is okay. I'm fine with it. I'm not crying right now. It is what it is. But I'm really nervous. So our first plan was to actually, there's a bunch of vendors that are going to be at the, there's a seminar before this, the Sisterhood seminar in Fond du Lac, and there's going to be some vendors there. So we thought that I was just going to buy a gown the night before. I'm really nervous that I'm not going to find anything for under.
Yeah.
For $150 or under. So I've made some choices. I sent the group chat some screenshots.
Yeah.
There's some good pink choice. I've never worn pink on stage. That could be fun. My fun fashion is something.
I thought you settled on the red one.
The red one that Kari actually sent me, yes. But I was reading more into it, and it says it runs small, and they don't have the next size.
Oh, okay.
So
okay, sorry, I must have just spaced because I thought that's where we were.
I was re-looking at it tonight while I was at work, and it does says it runs small because it's not a corseted back, and we all know that I have huge tatas.
You do.
I do, and so it's if it was a corseted back, I'd be more comfortable because I don't have time for alterations either.
Okay.
I think maybe I go pink. Like I sent you one. It's a porcelain scarlet
pink one
with the feathers on it.
If you can get that in time,
I can get it in time. But the problem is it's over budget by $100. I'm already doing my own self-tan at this point.
Yeah, I know, but we can't go over budget.
We cannot go over budget. We need help. You know what? There's some other really great options from Portia and Scarlett that are on sale at that one website that I sent you. So that are like 100 because we can't. I have to already buy a really great spray tan bottle. What
if you go over budget but you sell a dress at the seminar? Then technically, would you still be over budget if you're
girl pageant math?
Well, seriously, think about it. You have a budget of $500. You specifically.
Yes.
What if you sold something
got more money.
The thing for $100? Then you break even.
Yeah, then you're not break even. Okay, but what am I going to sell?
Well, you got enough shit.
Except a gown that fits me currently.
I don't know. You've got to have something that you don't wear anymore that you'd be willing to part with. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. And you know what? The other thing about that...
Even some shoes or something. I mean, yeah, even if you sold like a couple, cocktail dresses that you don't wear anymore or something. And,
yeah.
And so this is 100.
So this is my wardrobe breakdown. I have to have pink on stage for like opening number introduction, which I'm probably going to borrow from you because we're out of budget, right?
Yep.
I need an outfit for registration, which I'm going to use out of my own thing. What I'm probably going to wear is my Jonathan Kane, orange tomato thing that I wore for orientation for USOA Nationals.
Okay. Is there a swim?
No, it's optional fitness, which I'm not doing because
Love
it costs because the optionals are $25 a piece, and we're out of budget. That's out of our budget.
And fitness is no fun. No bueno.
And again, I would never put myself into that position because I'm currently.
I'm like, if I don't have to do fitness, I ain't doing it.
Well, and me and you love fitness, but again, like I'm not in any way gonna win that category, and it's an optional.
Don't be putting me in that category. I do not
Right.
love fitness. If it were up to me, I'd be eating donuts on my couch all day long.
Yeah, and you know what? Quite frankly, that's what I've been doing. Not donuts because they upset my stomach, and we all heard about that.
I was gonna say, I'm like, let's
be honest.
With how much you poop, you think you'd be a lot thinner.
You would think. You would think. So anyway, introduction, pink outfit, I'm borrowing because I don't have the budget. Then runway, we already have figured out. And then gown. And then I have an interview. I have tons of interview. I'm wearing a white dress that I wore for our USOA send-off party with like the sheer sleeves.
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
So clean. I'll just wear nude heels, some pearl earrings, very clean cut. So yeah, I'm just worried about the gown.
Okay.
And that's where we are with budget. Because you can, I'm serious, you can do this. I promise you. You can do this for $500 and under. It's just hard. I think it's gonna be fun. And I think that's what it's made to be and be there for.
Oh yeah, that's the kind of gal Susan is.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna, do some podcasting and lots of posting on our social media about it. And so if you're there that weekend, the 18th and 19th in Fond du Lac,
not the Wisconsin Dells.
Okay, well,
oh my God,
thanks
what do you have in her mouth?
She has a mouse in her mouth. Does she have a mouse in her mouth?
I don't know what it is.
Okay, well, you need to figure that out.
You guys, she has lost her damn mind.
She's gonna be raring to cuddle. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I can hear her.
No, she's got Logan's paper plane in her mouth.
How cute! How cute!
I think that's what's probably set her off. Is she probably found it and then it probably like slides against the floor and she's probably all like,
yeah.
She's defending the. Oh, she's coming after me. I gotta go. She's coming after me.
Okay. Well, have a good night, Robin.
You too. It's so great talking with you.
Mwah. I love you.
Love you too.
Thanks for talking about poop with me.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay, bye.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.